The concept of Rockabye Bear is quite fun, and I thought it sounded like it would be a really interesting cartoon. To be honest, while it wasn't terrible, I felt like it wore thin pretty quickly. This is a 1952 MGM cartoon directed by Tex Avery with a story by Heck Allen and Rich Hogan. And Spike gets the job of looking after this bear during hibernation to make sure that there are no noises and nothing to disturb it. This bear, however, is weirdly very, very loud. He is a very loud bear, and he's also very sensitive to noise. And it looks like there are things that are going to be jeopardizing Spike's ability to protect him from this noise. I won't say any more than that. I like the idea because I'd never heard of it before. A bear being observed by a dog during hibernation? Why not? You could have a lot of fun with that one. The character of the bear, I think he's well written, but I didn't particularly like him. Spike is a likable character, and I wanted the best for him, so it was difficult to see when things weren't going his way and there were things that were jeopardizing his ability. Not that that's a bad thing, that's part of the narrative, but there just wasn't anything about this that I thought worked fantastically well. And usually with MGM cartoons, certainly around this time, I won't say they're flawless, but things seem to go very well. But this one just felt kind of all over the place after the first couple of minutes. Once it set the scene and set up the narrative, once it actually got underway, I felt like the execution wasn't that great. The characters were fine. The sources of noise, quite creative, definitely very interesting, or interesting enough to keep me watching, but there definitely wasn't anything about it that I thought was overly interesting or worked very well, and as I said, it wore thin pretty quickly. It lost its appeal, and it just didn't seem to work as well as perhaps it could have done. So Rockabye Bear is definitely not a favourite MGM cartoon for me. If you're a fan of MGM cartoons, I'd say give it a watch. It's worth watching at least once. It is an interesting idea and not badly animated. But yeah, Rockabye Bear is definitely, for me, not perfect and will never be a personal favourite.